Hello, beloved. This is your sister Evangelist Marie, and happy Sunday. And this is our 278th day into our Bible reading in 365 days. May the Lord be blessed. May the Lord be magnified. So, as per our schedule, we have to read to finish the book of Hebrew, chapter 9, and also to read the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, 20, 21 and 22. So let us dive into it. So in the book of Hebrew, chapter 9, from verse 11 down. So this is what we have to read. So this is the Lord spoken. He said in verse 11, but Christ came as high priest of the good thing to come, with the greater and more perfect tabernacle, not made with hands, that is, not of this creation, not with the blood of goats and calves, but with his own blood he entered the most holy place once and for all, having obtained eternal redemption. Remember, when we read up, every year the high priest, with the blood of bull and goat and calf and everything, need to go into the holy of holy, made of man-made holy of holy. But this is Jesus Christ that went into the holy and holy, not a place that is made with man hand. So verse 14, how much more, let's read 13, for if the blood of bull and goats and the ashes of a heifer, sprinkling the unclean, sanctify for the purifying of the flesh, how much more shall the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offer himself without spot to God, cleanse your conscience from dead work to serve the living God? And for this reason, he is the mediator of the new covenant. The mediator is no more the high priest and all that, but Jesus is the mediator of the new covenant by means of death for the redemption of the transgression under the first covenant, that those who are called may receive the promise of the eternal inheritance. Jesus is the real deal, not the old covenant, but the new covenant by Christ himself, being the mediator of the new covenant. Verse 16, for where there is a testament, there must also of necessity be the death of the testator. For a testament is in force after men are dead, since it has no power at all while the testator lives. Therefore, not even the first covenant was dedicated without blood. For when Moses has spoken every precept to all the people according to the law, he took the blood of calf and goat with water, scarlet wood, and hyssop, and sprinkling both the blood itself and all the people, saying, this is the blood of the covenant which God has commanded you. Then likewise the sprinkling with blood, both the tabernacle and all the vessels of the ministry. And according to the law, almost all things are purified with blood, and without the shedding of blood there is no remission. Remember, they needed to kill the bull, they needed to kill the calf and all that. They needed to kill them. So their life was a substitute for the life of the high priest. So it was like when they kill and they sprinkling, that blood was a substitute to their own blood. That's why it was acceptable, but only for a while. That way it needed to be repeatedly every single time. So now, it doesn't mean that The blood at that time, like the Bible say in verse 22, that according to the law, so there was a law that said that almost all things are purified with the blood. So if the bull was killed and his blood was sprinkled, the sin was forgiven. So now in verse 23, therefore it was necessity that the copy of the things in the heavens should be purified with this, but the heavenly things themselves with better sacrifices than this. For Christ has not entered the holy places made with hands, which are copy of the truth, but into heavens itself, now to appear in the presence of God for us, not that he should offer himself often, as the high priest enter the most holy place every year with blood of another. So he then would have had to suffer often since the foundation of the world. But now, once at the end of the ages, he has appeared to put away sin by the sacrifice of himself. And as it is appointed for man to die once, but after this, the judgment. So Christ was offered once to bear the sins of many. To those who eagerly wait for him, he will appear a second time, apart from sin, but for salvation. Christ died once for all. There is no other sacrifice that you have to give to be saved. There is no sacrifice, nothing. What you have to do is to receive the sacrifice of Christ, the redemption once and for all. There is nothing else that you have to add on it. There is nothing else you have to subtract on it. He has done it all. It is done. It is done. He has achieved everything. So, beloved, let no man trick you to come and pay, to come and do this, to come and do that, your salvation, this. The Lord have saved you. Jesus Christ have paid the price for your sin once and for all. Once and for all. Okay? So let us know God by ourselves through his word. So let us quickly go to Isaiah 19 again. So this is again God's proclamation against Egypt. So what he will do to Egypt, verse 16 say, in that day Egypt will be like woman and will be afraid and fear because of the waving of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he waved over him. Just the waving of the hand. Oh my God. Oh my God. Verse 21, then the law will be known to Egypt, and the Egyptian will know the law in that day and will make sacrifice of offering. Yes, they will make a vow to the law and perform it because of what God, because of who God is. Chapter 22, verse 2 say, at the same time the Lord spoke by Isaiah, the son of Amos, say, go and remove the sackcloth from your body and take your sandal off your feet. And he did so, walking naked and barefoot. If the Lord orders somebody to do that in this our time, they will say that madness have started, because the ways of the Lord is not our ways. So chapter 22 talk about the fall of Babylon, great Babylon, and then proclamation against Edom, and then proclamation against Arabia. And verse 22 talk about the proclamation against Jerusalem. This is what the Lord have set his eyes to do against those people that turn their back. So this was the Old Testament. In the New Testament, we have better covenant, which is Christ. Let us not go back to the old, because the old is old. Remember, the testament is valid if the testator is dead, which is Christ. The new covenant, the new covenant, he is dead. The testament is there. The testator is dead, so it's valid. So let us stick in that. So, beloved, this was our 206th 78 days into our Bible reading in 365 days. Can you guess that it's less than 100 days for us to finish this, the whole Bible this year? So may the Lord bless you and may the Lord keep you. May the Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord open up his countenance upon you and give you peace. So I pray that your week will be blessed. Only blessing will follow you. That whoever will stand against you will fall before you. And no weapon fashioned against you will prosper. And no witches nor wizards will not see you. As you continue to seek God through his word, let him open up to you. Let him show himself so powerful on your behalf. Let him open up the depth of your understanding to understand and assimilate what the word says. So may the Lord bless you, beloved. See you tomorrow. Seek God by yourself. Know him by yourself. Have intimacy with God through his word. Shalom.